Hello and welcome back to another episode on the RambleLyf server. This is episode 2, I believe. Not a lot to... I shouldn't lose track. Like, this is too soon to lose track, honestly. So we're back in town. I have finished the exterior of my townhouse. I want to put some trees around it to just kind of add into that whole like woodland feel of it. But I'd get flowers and grass all over the roofs. I got rid of the azalea bushes. I didn't think they looked very good, but I got all of that. The scaffolding is gone. It's looking all snazzy and nice. See, scaffolding free. But yeah, so I finished that. I'm very proud of it. There is still no interior. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. What we're actually here to look at, though, is this beautiful bridge in all of its dirt glory. So I've had a meeting with Charis and Zero Derps and Amradorn about the future of this bridge. I had a lot of time to think about it while I was building my house here, because it was just right here, and it needs love. It needs so much love because it has so much potential. So they've already gotten busy and widened it. It was a little bit more narrow for such an important thoroughfare from town into shopping here. Oh, that's new. Oh, I think Eldon's working on that right now. I think that's Eldon. So we're not gonna focus on that because that's brand new, and I think that's the thing. We're working on the bridge. This bridge needs some love, and I'm not actually building the bridge itself. So here's the plan. It's been widened. There's going to be these supports. The supports are going to go up into the sky, more like suspension bridge style, where there's like the ropes coming down and supporting it that way. So the supports underneath do not need to be as substantial as it is that suspension bridge. But we also decided that they're bringing the water level just in this section, not all around town, just like from over there to just on the other side of this bridge. It's all going to be, we're going to raise the water level. It's like over here. I'm not going to run over there right now because it's again not important to our purposes here. So this line right here is at Y level 80, and that's the level we're bringing the water up to. So that's going to give us a significant amount of water underneath this bridge and a lot of space. And I'm like, you know what would look cool on the sports? Because I always open my mouth, right? I always have to go and say something crazy. What would look cool down here? A big lake monster. And this is kind of tight. So we're bringing the water level up. This was also proposed before. I think that line right there is where the dam and the waterfall are going to be. This was already proposed. I was like, we're gonna have a lot of water, a lot of space. Like, what if there's like a little reservoir monster climbing up? You know, kind of like Kraken style, squid, octopus, like something tentacle-y, and just climbing the support of that bridge. So that's my job now. Because I get myself into this. Yeah, so we've got to design a reservoir monster. I am not just going to build it. That is too complex an organic build. I want to play with block palette. I want to play with form and movement. So we are going to head on over to a creative world. And we're going to start playing with some block palettes. So I will bring you back when we get there. So here we are, same location pretty much, but much different look to the area. We are in creative, and this is spawned pretty much untouched by players. It looks, I mean, it's still pretty. Oh, I didn't know there was like a big pit in the middle. So that's all been covered up. Oh, there's a couple cave entrances that have been covered up. That's pretty cool. So I did use a schematic to paste in most of the bridge. So this is shopping over here. Again, looking much more natural. But this is still where we're putting our sea monster, our reservoir monster, I guess I should say. We'll put some blue carpet to indicate, let's see, I need to look at Y80. It's pretty high, honestly. Yeah, so it's here. I know, I copied my schematic before they put the wool in. Otherwise, it would have been pasted in as well, but not a big deal. Okay, so we have all this space to play with. First things first, we're gonna need a good block palette. The block palette for the bridge is really dark. We're gonna bring in some of that cherry wood, but we need something that's gonna stand out against the kind of blacks and pinks. So we could do something. I'm gonna put some blocks down. We're gonna work on some ideas, and I will bring you back in a moment. Okay, so I started looking up pictures of octopus because I kind of want that vibe going for our reservoir monster. So, and a lot of them seem to be very warm colors, oranges, reds, yellows. Some of them were cool colors too, but I kind of liked the idea of that warm color to balance out the dark of the bridge and all the cool blue water. So I'm gonna go with orange. So I pulled all the orange blocks I could think of and find. Came out with these. Some of them are a bit quirky. Not sure I could find a place for these types. But we looked at all these, and I was kind of loving the coolness and the texture of the red sandstone, smooth and textured. And I thought that could be cool having the two variations that look so good together. So I took that and I ran with it, and I started trying to find good colors that were gonna pop against it for like the underside of the octopus. Not usually a huge contrast between the top of the octopus and the bottom, but this isn't an octopus, it's a reservoir monster, and I think it's gonna look really great. And so I was kind of playing with like more earthy tones versus a more like bright, really poppy color. And that got me thinking, well, how is this all going to look underwater? Because a good chunk of our monster is going to be under the water, which is going to affect how you see the colors and how they all work together. So, block palette number 3 incoming. Wait. So here is our colors underwater. So our orange is really, really dark. And I don't mind that. And so part of me really likes the brightness of this. I think it's magenta concrete. That it really just like kind of captures your attention. But I also kind of like the dark moodiness. This is the blue terracotta. So I'm still a little bit torn. I think this is magenta terracotta. Yeah, it's too blendy. You don't get a lot of contrast. The cyan concrete, it's better than the magenta terracotta, but I think it's still a little bit too, I don't know, it doesn't capture me when it's underwater. If you go up higher, you see it a little bit better. And I don't think a lot of people are going to be swimming down in the depths very often, but I like to think about how all the different directions my view might be built from, or might be seen from, and how that's going to affect how it looks. That's blue, this is blue, so much blue. So yeah, I'm torn between the blue terracotta and the magenta concrete. So a decision is yet to be made, but I'm going to get started on a shape, and we can play with both colors once we know where they're going to go. I think it's going to be the way to really make a good decision. So I'm going to start playing with shapes, and I will bring you back to see that. Is it? I mean, not it. It's not done. But we have a start, right? It's a start. So I'm pretty happy with the head main portion of it. I wanted more detail in the eyes, but to get more detail, I had to make them bigger, and then they were too big for the head. And I'm not sure I want this to be the world's largest reservoir monster, you know? Um, so honestly, I kind of like the size. I made the tentacles pretty long. I didn't make them as thick as they're going to be because I really wanted to bring you guys back and show you like what I was thinking so far for like the length and like kind of the movement of where they're gonna be. I've counted to make sure that I had all 8 like 14 times. Nothing worse than building an octopus type monster and it having like 7 or 9 tentacles. Um and yeah, just getting them all in there and like making them all interesting. And again, this is the water level here, so all of this is going to be underwater. Everything above is what's going to be visible. So far I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy with it. So I'm gonna do some more work on the tentacles and bring you guys back when it's like actually just a second, because one of the things, you know, that it's easy to forget to in Minecraft is take a look from farther back. Honestly, it looks even cooler. It looks really good. Okay. I'm gonna go all the way to the other side too. And I mean, obviously it's gonna look a lot different when the water is there. I don't know, this looks really cool. And I've done a lot of work on the tentacles, and I've added some of that blue terracotta like we talked about. It's, if you want to call it webbing, it's not webbing, but you know how octopus have like a thinner part that like connects the base of their tentacles, like so they can swim. I like push all the tentacles together. I'm doing like all these hand motions like you can see me. That's my idea of what this blue is. I feel like it gave the body more definition, and I think it looks good. I think it's good. I'm happy with it. I think that the whole thing looks really good. I'm pretty proud of this. And it's come together quite a bit faster than I expected. And yeah, so I feel like the last really big test, because again, I'm just looking at this thing from all the different angles. The biggest test, the most important thing that we have yet to do. Still think this is like one of my favorite angles on this thing. What we need to do is, I've already selected the area. I have world edit on running. So let's see if I do, I've already selected the area. Slash replace air with water. It's probably gonna like crash my computer. Whoop. Why did all this not fill correctly? Oh, because I this is all running down because I selected your I selected here and I selected over there. I didn't select like down below. So this is by wheat. Okay, let me try that again. Whoop. Okay, so we need to fill all the stairs to make it really look good. Okay, we're gonna edit this out. That is what it looks like with the water in, and it's honestly exactly what I was picturing. She feels moving above the surface, but you go underneath. And once your eyes adjust, it's like, whoa! Sea monster. Reservoir monster. He needs a name. Oh. Okay, it's RambleLyf. We have a reservoir, so it's the RambleLyf reservoir. Ramble RL R. RLR. Doesn't lend itself to a nickname. Maybe. Okay. I need names. I need names ideas for the RambleLyf reservoir lake monster. Reservoir monster? I don't know. whatever this guy is, he needs a good name. Or she. I don't know. I don't know. Let's put ideas in the comments. Maybe. Yeah, that sounds good. That's a good idea. So I think I'm pretty happy with this from the creative build. Now I just need to go on to RambleLyf and build it for real. So yeah, probably bring you back when that's all done. Yay! Okay, and there it is in all of its monster glory, climbing up the side of the bridge. As you can see, we're on the actual server this time. You can see my build over there. You can see Zero's house. We've got shopping district back here behind me, and it's here. We did it on stream. I just saved a schematic and built it up, and we had a good number of laughs in the stream. If you don't watch me on Twitch, you should be. I'll post the link down below, so check that out. I love streaming on Twitch when I have the availability. It's been a little touch and go lately, but I'm gonna work on being more consistent with YouTube videos and with Twitch. But yeah, I mean, that's how I created a reservoir monster for the RambleLyf server. I hope that you are also as excited as I am about everything that's happening on this server and all of the good times we are having here. So I hope you will like and subscribe so you can catch me in the next one. Leave a comment if you want to, or don't. Whatever, you know, have a good day either way. And I will catch you again soon. Bye-bye!